In this segment, we're going to talk about how to use your call details report to make sure that you're getting the correct advertising source on your application screening. So, we know that prospects don't really know what advertising source that they've used to come to your property. They may say drive by and use it as a non-committal response. They may not understand that there's a difference between the For Rent magazine or the Apartment Guide magazine. Whatever the case may be, only about 20% of our prospects identify their advertising source correctly. We use the advertising source that you list in Genarch to make all of our advertising decisions. So, if the incorrect advertising source is listed in Genarch, we may not be using the correct advertising sources to drive the qualified traffic to your property. So it's very important that we double check to make sure that we're using the correct advertising source. This is pretty easy with LeaseHawk. All we're going to do is run the call details report like we did in the previous section. I typically like to run this for a longer time period because we don't know when the prospect who's applying first contacted your property. As such, I typically run it year to date or use a custom date span that's at least 6 months. So let's view that report. You're going to want to make sure that you show all of the advertising sources and all of the phone calls that have been tracked through the call details report. So just click View All, and you'll see that Berkshire has received a total number of 510 phone calls on their call details report since the beginning of the year. Then we're going to search for a number. You can do this pretty easily by holding down the Control button and the F button to bring up this search key. You're going to want to enter not the area code, but the other 7 digits of the phone number in order to see if a prospect contacted you from another source. So we'll go ahead and we'll enter this test number. And I can see here highlighted in orange, though you may have a different highlight color on your computer, that this prospect did indeed contact us and they used the Landmark website. So I'm going to want to use the Landmark website as my advertising source in Genarch. And that's how you can make sure that you're always entering 100% the correct advertising source for your applications and that we're attributing all of your move-ins to the correct advertising source.